What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Wii Sports Platinum. Sorry. No, this is Cuphead? Oh, yeah, no, sorry. I'm trying to S-rank bosses in Cuphead, but man, does it feel like a freaking platinum medal. I thought I gave up last episode, I really did. However, I kept looking on YouTube. I was like, how, is there a way that I, myself, could get S rank? And someone said, well, videos were saying, hey, use the Divine Relic. And I was like, how the heck do you get the Divine Relic? So you buy the Broken Relic, right, from the DLC island, and you beat the secret boss. You then have the Cursed Relic. What you need to do then is beat anywhere from like 6 to, I don't know, not 10, but like, you know, anywhere like 5, 7 bosses. I had to do like 6 or 7. And then you unlock the Divine Relic. What the Divine Relic does is it gives you every charm in the game, except obviously turning into Miss Chalice. So you have Smoke Bomb, you have the Heart Parry Ring, you have the Whetstone, like that matters. But more importantly, you get every shot in the game. The Pea Shooter, the Spread Shot, the Crack Shot, Converge. You get to pick your super, thank goodness. But as you can see, I had the Pea Shooter, I used my super, and now I have the Roundabout. So the thing with the Divine Relic is every time you stop shooting, every time you dash, or every time you use your super, the shot changes. The only time your shot does not change is you have to hold down the trigger button, unless, of course, you dash, dodge, something like that. So for a lot of these bosses, I'm trying to search for key-specific shots, and then I will just hold down that trigger until the end of time. And you'll see this very clearly in the next boss that we do, which is the Floral Fury Botanic Panic thing. But yeah, again, S ranking bosses, you have to parry 3 times, you have to end with at least 3 health, you have to what else do you have to do? You have to beat them in a certain amount of time, and then I think that's about it. So there's a lot of things to consider here. And what I was doing last time, the reason I was struggling so much was the Converge shot and the Crack shot. They do not deal a lot of damage unless you, like, you know, aim it or do anything. Here I thought I didn't get the S rank, but somehow 208, even though it's not gold, is enough for the S rank. I don't know if my game is glitched. I don't know if that was supposed to happen, because I thought 2 minutes was the cutoff for a lot of this stuff, but apparently that worked. That is Ribby and Croaks done. Again, this Divine Relic is going to help a lot. You will see me use it instead of Miss Chalice for probably like the rest of the S ranking bosses. So yeah, now we're on to Botanic Panic, the Floral Fury. This one sucks. I am looking specifically for Converge here. As you can see, I'm just flipping through, and I end up with Crack Shot. I'm like, you know what, that's good enough. And these seeds that turn into monsters really just start screwing with me. I eventually stopped going for the pink seed, the one that's parryable. Like, I could have gone for that one, almost did, but decided not to. I'm staying in this back corner. What this does is if I have Converge or Crack Shot, as you can see, I have Crack Shot, I'm just holding up, it automatically goes for the enemies, and then when there's not enemies on the field, it hits the flower. The thing with Crack Shot, no, not Crack Shot, Converge, sorry, I'm getting my shots mixed up. The thing with Converge is if you sit right here with Converge where I am, you actually aren't hitting the flower. You have to be up on the back floating platform to hit the flower, or in a different spot. But right now, as you can see, I was able to get all the monsters, and we're on to the second phase pretty quickly because of Crack Shot. And see, now I have Converge. I'm like, thanks. Kind of need that. What I'm looking for now is either Pea Shooter, Spread Shot, literally just anything that like is a normal, regular, close range gun that will do decent damage. Okay. The final stage, I am looking for Spread. If I don't get Spread, I don't go with it. Because I can sit right here on this front platform and just shoot him. And I actually have enough time to jump, you know, his little flower things. And right there, I got hit strategically. The thing is, I could have dashed and avoided the attack, but again, if I dashed, I would have lost my spread shot. And as you can see, I'm really hesitating not using my super right now because I have a perfect plan. I decide I dealt enough damage, I'm going to go for it. It actually wasn't enough. I get the pea shooter, but thankfully that did enough damage, and that is another S rank. This Divine Relic, once you get to know how it works, it is so useful. When you parry things, you get hearts. You can dash with a smoke bomb invincibility. You get all the weapons, so if you don't like one weapon or you need a certain weapon for a certain stage, but you need damage output weapons in another stage, you can get that. It is so useful. The only thing is you don't get the side dash as Miss Chalice or the double jump, which I do miss, but honestly, I'm okay with it because I'm getting S ranks, and I was not getting anywhere near this last episode. There is one level left, and that is Hildeberg, the blimp, threatening Zeppelin, or whatever it's called. This one took a minute because with the plane, the Divine Relic is actually not useful because when you stop shooting with the plane, it automatically switches your attack to the bombs. So as you can see, I am holding this trigger button down like my life depends on it because it kind of does. Also, another thing, you do need to parry 3 times, like you need to parry 3 things in a battle. I already said that. But the thing with this is, the purple, I don't even know what they're called, blimp, the little purple mini blimps, they have a chance to shoot out a purple, or a pink parryable pellet. So I try to not shoot them and keep them alive, and I try and shoot the green ones, because the green ones never do that, and they have a spread. So as you can see, that was parryable. Boom, right there. That was like, honestly, that was probably one of my cleanest clips of Cuphead ever. That was awesome. Also, whenever you get your super charge, you want to charge for your super, like the Omega Super, always. And every time you get it, you want to use it if you can, as much as possible. Like last round, I didn't use it because I had my spread shot. That's some more like, you know, you got to make that as a judgment call. And also, you saw I missed 2 parryable pink pellets, but they were in dangerous situations. I learned, don't go for the parryable pellet just because you can parry it, because you're going to take damage. I spent over an hour and a half on these bosses collectively trying to get these 3 clips. And my gosh, let me tell you, it felt great, but man, I was so tired of being hit by stupid stuff. Again, once you parry all 3 things with the Divine Relic or the heart parry ring thing, if you decide to use that, which for plain levels, I recommend you just use the parry ring because then your weapons don't switch. But once you parry your 3 things, you have 5 health. So you're allowed to get hit twice. And if you parry 3 more things, you get 1 more heart. So you can have a max of 6 health with the heart ring. And it is very useful because if you're like me and bad at the game, you need those extra hearts. As you can see, I ended with 4 hearts there, and that is another S rank boss. So my tip for S rank is please get that Divine Relic. Buy the Broken Relic. Beat that boss. I have a video, I think it's episode 2 or 3. It's episode 3 of this delicious last course where I showed you how to beat the boss. It's very simple. And then you have to beat 6 or 7 bosses with the Broken Relic, or with the Cursed Relic. It is very hard because it has the same effects except you have 1 health. So you have to beat any boss. It doesn't matter. So I would recommend Isle 1 bosses, like all of these bosses, and then just any boss you're good at. I don't know if you can repeat bosses or not with the Broken Relic, but I would recommend just beating simple bosses that you feel confident in beating. You don't have to beat the DLC. You don't have to beat any particular boss. But this Divine Relic is the way to go. Chalice is great, but use the Divine Relic. And since I did set out what I came to do and get S rank on all Isle 1 bosses, I am going to attempt Isle 2 bosses. I'm in the process of making that video right now. And let me tell you, Isle 2 is a different breed. I hope you guys are excited. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you next time for more suffering in Cuphead.